This is the Hotshotter's dream truck, and when you guys see the options on this build, you're gonna see why. I'm here at Larry H. Miller Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram in Sandy, Utah. John Durley ordered this truck, guy backed out of it, and within a couple of hours he had it sold again. I wish I was the guy that bought this truck because I would do Hotshot because of this build. Let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker, and let's jump inside because it's about to pour down rain. So here's the window sticker for this build, and I'm going to kind of go over a few things that I would definitely recommend if you are looking to purchase this truck. So tradesman, 60-inch cab to axle, four-wheel drive. Base price is right there. Be sure to pause it for some of the standard equipment. I think if I was building one of these trucks, I would do a black truck too, by the way, because I think it would look really nice on this build here. But starting off the options is the bench seat up front. And they did upgrade the cloth, which you'll see here in a second. And then convenience group gives you that dual climate control and a few other things that continues at the top here. Max tow gives you a 12-inch dual rear wheel axle. Chrome appearances right here, and then a few other things. Now, you can get the 74-gallon fuel tank for the 3500s. I did not know it was available on this truck, but it is. And keep in mind too, you can add a fender flare on this spec as well. I may have mentioned in the video that you would still get a 68 RFE, but you only get the Eisen with the Cummins, and it will be a detuned one at that with the 3500s. Down below, destination comes in at $1,895 with a total price of $74,635. So up front, you do have a lot of chrome, but this is an option. So if you don't want the chrome, you could go with the blackout on the front of this pickup. Fog lights are down below. Everything's gonna be halogen headlights and incandescent bulbs for turn signals. Tow hooks are down below. And I do like how open the grille is too. And then here they are. You have the option to black these wheels out, and I strongly recommend it. Looks so good. They are wrapped in an XN tire. I probably would upgrade these pretty quickly. 235/80/17 solid front axle. And these mirrors are mainly operated, but I can't wait to show you guys inside because there's something that's special about these. Black door handles. And you can see your DEF tank right there. They do increase the size of that for the cabin chassis. And here's your frame on the truck. Your drive shaft's a little different from the other trucks too. 12-inch ring gear on this rear end here. And the leaf suspension is a little different from the regular pickup trucks too. So you're gonna have, I believe, 8 leaves in the main pack here, and then you have 2 overloads. There is no option for air suspension on this truck. And I don't see that you have an additional fuel tank on this build. Incandescent bulbs out back. There may be an option to get LED lights from the factory if you're going to continue to use these. And surprisingly, they give you a black wheel out back. I like that they do that. Normally they don't do that. They give you just a regular steel wheel. So it's a little bit easier to rotate these wheels and tires. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood so we can discuss the 6.7 Cummins inside of there. So this engine is gonna still be detuned compared to the regular 3500s. So 360 horsepower, 800 pound-feet of torque. This one does have the Eisen transmission behind it, which was a $1,000 upgrade. You can get the 68 RFE, I believe, but most people don't like the transmission because of the 66 RFE. So in my opinion, I think that if you do get one with the 68, as long as you maintain it and don't plan on adding more power to it, you will be fine. So the Eisen has 6 gears, and as you guys saw, this does have a 12-inch dual axle out back. So here it is. This truck has the 12-inch display, auxiliary switches, has the vinyl flooring, upgraded cloth seats. This is the best build I've ever seen on a cabin chassis 3500 1-ton. Like, this is a perfect spec truck. automatic headlights, dual climate control. You have 4 USBs down there, you have 1 in here. Yeah, this is a perfect truck. And you can't get the black wheels on a Laramie, so you kind of have to go with something like this. The only thing I'll say is, I do like the 45 and 5500s because you get the wide front track, which gives you better turning radius, and you get the 19.5s, but you cannot get those wheels blacked out. But let's go ahead and look at some of the information in this screen. But before we do that, I want to show you guys something. If you hit the cruise control, right, and you push down, you can high idle this truck. I've been driving some Chevy trucks here and there. They make the high idle an option. Personally, any diesel truck should have that as standard equipment. Ram gives it to you standard. But back to the screen, here's some of the information that they give you. I love the layout of this. I'm gonna show you my favorite thing about this layout too. So you got a lot of different things you can see. Love that they give you the DPF, which is diesel particulate filter, oil life, fuel filter life, battery voltage, gauge summary. This is my favorite thing right here. So you can see all your gauges. So the top one's gonna be the coolant, the second one is the transmission, third one is the oil temp, and then oil pressure basically. Obviously you need to see this because you know how you're idling your truck. But really quickly too, fuel filter is 15,000 miles, oil life is 15,000 miles too, so you can basically do those services at the same time. Push button starts right there, which comes standard on Ram trucks. You do not have a telescopic steering wheel, however. And check out some of your mirror controls. You can control that convex. That is amazing. Heated mirrors, top and bottom. And you do have to manually pull them out for tow mode, but who cares? These trucks are always gonna be hooked up to a trailer, which means they're always gonna be in tow mode. I just noticed as well, the roof is black, which goes well with the interior. You have these grab handles, cruise control, the gear limiters right there. I think I showed you some of the lighting controls. So you have automatic headlights. Yeah, this is such a nice spec. Navigation's a part of this package too. And my Chevy, and I know that Ford's going in the same direction, is they make you pay for your navigation now. On Ram, you don't have to do that. So yeah, I do like the Ram trucks in regards to that. But let's go to vehicle and let's go to off-road pages. So I kind of showed you some of the gauges over there. Now, if you're driving around, you don't need the navigation or anything like that. You can see the gauges right here. And here's some off-road features too. Let you know if you're in 2 high, 4 low. And speaking of that, you do have a mechanical shifter on the floor here. And because this is a 6-passenger, this does pop up. And there is no storage below this. Now, if you get like a higher trim level, they do provide storage there for you. So let's go ahead and jump over to the side. The rain is starting to slow down a little bit, but as I mentioned earlier, vinyl flooring, open storage above, and here's your glove box. Manual seat on this side, and on the driver's side you can kind of see down below there. So all that's going to be manual. You can't tilt the headrest out back. I would like for Ram to give you a 60/40 bench, and they should obviously, because this is a Hotshot truck, they should give you that tray standard so that way you can sleep back here. But tons of storage below the seat because you don't have the subwoofer there. And you can see air vents, a little bit of storage right there. And you can hang some things up above with some lighting. So here are the numbers on this spec here. Gross axle weight rating is gonna be 6,000. The rear is 9,850, which is I think higher. I think it's like 9,700 or 9,750 with this regular truck. Gross vehicle weight rating is 14K. Now you're not gonna have a payload number here because this is factory incomplete, but once they put a hauler bed or whatever they do, they'll pretty much update this sticker here for you. But I hope you guys like the video. I do love this spec of truck, and if you're in the market, be sure to reach out to John Durley because sometimes these trucks come available and he can put you on the list if someone does back out. See you guys in the next video.